I saw a comment where someone asked if I could make a video on how to get rid of negative programs and beliefs. Now, the problem is not the program or the belief. The problem is really that that you think in your mind that there's an entity that is experiencing this life and accumulating experiences. Then it also accumulates programs and beliefs about itself. There's a mental construct called me, and it has all these beliefs. And this me consists of these beliefs. Now you really have to get rid of this I, this sense of me who's experiencing the world, who's suffering the world. This I cannot get rid of beliefs or programs because it consists of beliefs and programs and projections. And it's really not, you cannot really get rid of this me by using a method and then you can gradually get rid of it. It is something you can see immediately. And the fastest way to actually do this is to really become aware of what's going on right now and be invested in what's going on right now. Because there's only this sense of being, and there's perception, awareness. And when there's just awareness of whatever's happening right now, apparently happening right now, there is no thought about a me or an idea of me who's experiencing this and can later say, I have experienced this, I was there. It is just this pure witnessing without an idea of a me who's sitting in this mind, experiencing this mind and this world. There's just perception, 5 senses. And I think it would be the best if you could just experience this right now. You can pause the video and look around without thinking about yourself. Experience the world without thinking about yourself. And you can try that. And in the beginning, this can feel very uncomfortable because you're so used to thinking about this self. It was probably the first construct that was created in your brain or in your mind. And therefore you were constantly going through time thinking that this was you. And it was developing. It was trying to heal its own mental world. It was struggling. It was having moments of joy. And then it was unsatisfied because they were fleeting. It was this mental I that was going through time. And as soon as you are becoming aware of this moment without thinking about yourself, this mental I dies immediately. And then due to conditioning, it will come back, it will reappear, but when the awareness becomes aware that there's a mental I back again in the mind, you can become aware of it, know that it's not you, and you can become aware of what's going on right now in this actual reality. And then the I disappears again until this conditioning disappears. There's no I again, there's just this pure witness, this witnessing. And when the I disappears, then all these negative beliefs and programs and projections will also die with it because they are one. The experience of me being a mental entity that is experiencing this world and suffering is also something that will die with it. And then that's freedom. Because you know that there is just this. You don't have to put any energy into clinging to stuff or thinking about the past or healing the past and a lot of people feel a physical pain because they have emotions, traumas that they have experienced as this separate self, this mental created separate self who has preferences and things that it doesn't like. And when you notice that this mental entity isn't really who you are, but you're the consciousness being aware of it, the impersonal witness, then you can become aware of life and finally become aware that things as they are right now are quite peaceful. The constant thinking about all the negative stuff that is happening in the world is something that is happening in this I construct. But when you're becoming aware of the beautiful stuff that is actually going on right now, I have actually received a comment yesterday from someone. I cannot quite exactly rephrase what she wrote, but she said that there is so much more negative stuff that is going on compared to what's good. And this impression, you have this impression because you're not aware of what's going on right now. As you are writing this comment, there's so much good going on, but your mind is filled with all the negative beliefs. So there's really the experience that there is so much negative stuff, but if you will become aware of what's already good right now, then your focus would be on what's good, and therefore you can your mind is working in such a way that there are more good things that will come. But as you are focusing on what's negative, you are participating in this in the creation of even more negative stuff. Unconsciously, of course. But you become aware of what's going on right now, and whatever's going on right now, because you're watching a video now, is quite peaceful. And your mind is becoming aware of that there's actually nothing to worry about. This mental eye doesn't have to struggle, actually. When there's a peaceful moment right now, you don't have to struggle about whatever happened in the past or what could happen in the future. And as you're settling in the now and it's peaceful, your whole being becomes peaceful. This physical being becomes peaceful, and the way your mind, your brain works becomes peaceful. Then that's the cause, and the effect will be a peaceful life. But for no one. There can actually be a reappearance of an ego that will say, I've made it. I'm enlightened now, I'm awakened now. I have recognized the consciousness, and now I can experience life as it truly is. Therefore, I can feel how everything is more peaceful right now. But become aware, if this ego appears, become aware of it and just know that's also not you. Because in the beginning it can feel like there's an entity that is enjoying an awakened lifestyle. Then it can cling to it, and then it is afraid to lose it again, and then you're back into sleep. And it will feel like something's lost. And it's just when you feel like something's lost, it's just the recognition that you're actually not the voice. Still, you're not the voice. So you're not this. And also, if you're aware of the present moment, there can be a subtle feeling that you are aware of this present moment because it has a benefit. Being aware of the present moment is beneficial for me. It's beneficial for me. I'm doing this as a practice, and I will get better and better and better. So there's a subtle feeling of an ego is still there, an I is still there, experiencing this, doing this to practice it and to have a benefit. If you have this impression, then become aware that this I, that thinks it is a beneficial experience, is also an illusion. There's just this moment, there's nothing to improve, actually. There's nothing to attain. If you're present, you're present, that's it. End game. That's end game. Of course, the mind will have to... We are so conditioned to think about the separate self that is experiencing this moment. You'll have to get back into the present moment, knowing that there is nothing to attain until the mind is really used to being free of this I. Right? So, but the question was how to get rid of negative beliefs and negative programs. This separate self cannot get rid of negative programs. They're one. And it is easier to be free if you're getting rid of the I than getting rid of the programs, because if you're trying to get rid of the programs, then there's still this assumption that there's a separate self that is having programs and that can survive without them. When you're going through your day and you're doing your tasks, you can notice how your mind is constantly thinking about a me that is experiencing this and how to handle this and how to do this. It is happening automatically. Once you become aware, it's not really you, it's just something that is happening in the mind. You can log out of it and witness life as it truly is, with your five senses that are one with consciousness and your five senses that are one with what they perceive. It is just this effortless experience of being without an I. Alright, so that was it. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment and subscribe, and have a great day.